coincidentally, today's theme is Eat Healthily, which jive with my topic, read, which I want you to focus on reading on how to maintain a healthy body. So, what is important to have a healthy body? Just now everybody has discussed that you need to eat good food, exercise. Like Azmia said just now, in Malaysia we have many types of food. We have carbohydrates, which is rice, the main thing that people like in Malaysia. Noodles, bread, and pasta. We enjoy eating food, and I think just recently Hari Raya, we have a lot of food. In fact, we have this food festival for the whole month, and I'm like going crazy eating. But we must remember that eating too much food is not all that good. It depends on your body. How big are you? So they say, how much do you eat? So they say, maybe just the base of your face. So what type of food do you eat? Carbohydrates, like I said just now, rice. Maybe that will form bulk of it. But you must remember that carbohydrates will convert into glucose. And too much glucose will not be good for you if you do not exercise. Because that glucose will be held in your body, and if your body does not have enough insulin, it will make you have diabetes. Diabetes is the mother of all diseases in our body. So it will weaken our immune system, which will in fact make you sick. For example, it can also make you have the diabetes will make you have organ failure. For example, your liver, your heart, your kidney, and it can also affect your eyes. You can go blind by having diabetes. Another food that you must avoid having too much is oil. We love oily food. Malaysia has abundance of oil. We have palm oil, everywhere oil. Except for maybe we cannot drink gasoline, which is also oil. But oil is also not good if you take too much. Because this oil can convert into cholesterol. Bad cholesterol is not good for us, which can clog our heart. When your heart is clogged, bye-bye. So another thing that I would like to say is we must eat a lot of fruits, because fruits not only have a lot of fiber, it also have natural sugar, which is good for our body, and it will not make you fat. So ladies and gentlemen, we are given the opportunity to read. So use it, read. Use the opportunity to read the books. We have a big library in Kuala Lumpur. We also have, if you don't want to go to library, you can Google, or you can read the magazines. So there is no reason to say that I do not know. For everybody has been given the opportunity to read. Item number 2 on how to take care of your body is to take care of your hygiene. Many people didn't think of this because they say it is actually not so much. But I think hygiene is the most important thing after food. Because if you go to sleep without washing your face with all the food here, what do you think will happen? Maybe the cockroach will come and eat. And you might end up with having, things on your face, which maybe a little bit will not be bad, but later on it will become gangrene, or it can become bigger, and then you have to go and see doctor, which is maybe lead to another matter. So always wash yourself. Take bath before you go to sleep is the best, but sometimes we are too lazy. So the best is wash your face, wash your hands, and wash your feet. The Japanese people has this. They always make sure that they wash their feet before they go to sleep. Why? I do not know, but I heard they live longer. Another thing is, a avoid shaking hands with strangers. Am I too much? Actually, no. Especially if those strangers that you do not know, avoid shaking hands, avoid kissing and hugging. You know what? There's one example that I think some of you know, Sharifah Aini. She died because of H1N1. Because she said she was having this kenduri and a person came and hugged her. And that person is actually has H1N1. But she doesn't know that that person was having that disease. So she was infected with that disease and she ended up also died after 2 years. So that's number 2. Number 3, do yourself some good. Go for some exercise. Because exercise will not only make yourself healthy, it also will be healthy for your brain. Because when you exercise, whether be it jogging or do some gardening or take some hobbies or whatever, because this will release the tension in you. And another exercise which is very easy is sex. Yeah, you might laugh, but that is the best thing that you can do to yourself because sex. But that is for those who are married, okay? Because when you do that, they say, the scientists say, not me, your body will excrete this oxytocin. What is that? That is a love hormone that they say would relax you and make you more stable. And it will reduce stress and anxiety in the person. So in the end, your body can live longer. And also with that, you should have enough sleep. At least 8 hours a day. Do not play games until the next morning or watch Korean drama until the next morning. I was the culprit once. Because enough sleep, like Mr. T said just now, will bring good health to your body. You can concentrate better, you will have better mood, and you also will live longer. After saying all that, do you think you can live until 70? 80? Hopefully so. Because good health will eventually bring to long life. But if, let's say, you are being infected with some diseases, read about the disease. Because there are many avenues for you to read up. Let's say you get infected by fever, so first you go to the doctor, get yourself treated, and maybe after that read books on how to make yourself better faster so that it doesn't get deteriorated. However, nobody is going to live forever. Eventually everybody will die. Because the day we were born, we are going to die. Like it or not, everybody is going that way. Every step that we take, we are going to the final end. Who is not afraid of death? I think everybody here, not only you, in fact me, is afraid. When we think about that, we are very afraid because we do not know what is the consequence or what will happen next. So I will tell you what I believe from my religious teaching, which I read from when I was young, that when someone dies, nothing will come along with him or her, not even his family or his wealth, but only his faith and his belief in God. It is actually a long story for me to say, but I'll just give you a brief history or a brief story of what happened when the body dies. The soul will be taken to God, where God will ask you. No, before that, there will be 2 angels who will come and look up for you. And that angel will ask you, what is your faith? Who is your God? Who is your prophet? And what is your belief? If you do not answer it correctly, you will be whipped with a long steel chain and will be dragged to I do not know where. But the Prophet Muhammad said, he was given the revelation, and the first word that God gave to him was read. So he was asked to read, and he was an illiterate man. So whatever that he told, I believe, because he is an illiterate man, and I find that from my readings, it gave me confidence to face the next life. So I appeal to all of you to help yourself to read. Read the books so that you will not be held saying that you were not informed of the later life. Because once you are gone, you will not be able to come back here to say, I want to do it again. This is a one-way ticket, and I appeal to all of you to read. Use the opportunity here to read the books. Thank you very much.